outside it is very, very damp and wet. Hi guys, in today's video, well, we're going to be doing some little bit of personal stuff. So today's video, we're going to be reliving the chain again because we just did a video and another ride before that video, and Cinderella over here got very muddy, very muddy, and we just cleaned her yesterday, so she's all prepped, ready to go. And so what we're gonna do is just lube it back up, clean it, make sure everything works, and then we'll be good. Also today, so it's let's see here, it's December 17th today. So outside it is very damp and wet because it rained last night, like downpoured supposedly last night. So the trails they're just full of mud. Nothing but mud and rocks. So we're just not gonna go out today, sadly. But yeah, let's get this going. We've got the GoPro, we're all set. So let's get to it. So I'm gonna go over here and grab this guy right here, the little magic juice. So let's see here. This little magic juice is from Wolf Tooth. It's their chain lube. This thing works wonders. I haven't really got to use it for its full potential just because I forget to do what it's supposed to be able to do. So what you're supposed to be able to do with this thing is, like, soon as you're done with your ride and you've gunked your chain up, supposedly this allows you to clean it afterwards. So you're supposed to, like, grab your oil rag, which you'll see in a minute, and just wipe the whole chain down, and then you add more lube back into it and it's supposed to be okay. I'm old school, so I've always made sure when I've washed my bike, because usually I also don't use soap when I wash my bike, just because you're really not supposed to put any oil, anything, chemical, whatever on it, because you do that, you're gonna screw your brakes up real bad. I mean, the only thing your brakes should be getting is alcohol on them. That's it. And speaking of which, I also have to do that eventually too. So we'll be getting that in a minute. So, okay. So what I like to do is go right here, and I'll find my link right here, and it's the master link, I think is what they call it. You find that, and basically you take your bottle. Well, also with this bottle you've got to shake it, so get that nice spray paint sound. Okay, and we take off our lids, move that over there, and then we just, so we're gonna put a drop at each joint, and we start with the master link because that will let you know that you've gone, how far you've gone with oiling. You don't want to over oil, because if you over oil it, it's just gonna get even gunkier, because oil, it tends to stick with grime. Like, grime will stick onto it, And that's really bad, because once you get grime in these joints, especially in Tennessee, where we have a lot of either sandstone that's turned into sand, we also got that mud and minerals, and that will just sandpaper your chain. And I know, because this is not the first chain this bike has had. I mean, this chain's nicer than the last one I had. This is the, which I think this chain's now somewhat rare. This is the XX1 chain from SRAM. Now they have it's the gold versions are only XO1 for him. At least on Amazon it's that way. I haven't really looked on Worldwide Cyclery yet and seen if they have it in stock. But usually the only X1 I think you can find now that's a color is maybe oil slick and some copper. That's the only ones I think exist now for that one. Of course, I Frankenstein this bike so much, so like I'm riding the original derailleur and chainring that I had originally on this, which is a SRAM SX, which is their low man totem pole part of their line. I'm not really paying attention, am I? Happens when you're talking. But yeah, and I just got oil everywhere. That was joyful, but that's okay. If you get too much oil out on here, that's fine. You just got to make sure when you're done that you go back and you wipe down the chain with your oil rag. And when I mean oil rag, you want to have a designated rag, like it's right here. I have a designated rag that the only thing that this touches is anything that involves that or anything that involves oil, because that way I'm not constantly having to look at my rags and say, okay, is this going to ruin my other bike parts because it's got this certain grease on it, or it's dirty and I'm trying to clean just the frame and I don't want all this gunk from the chain, like oil stuff, on it. So that's why I keep them separate. Like usually over here, I have the rag for just cleaning the frame itself, and having that other oil rag over there too. But that's how that kind of works. So we're done with this, and what we're gonna do now is come over here, grab our oil rag, and I'm just gonna backpedal and just use this rag, and it's just gonna clean all that oil that's in it. At least it's like seeping out. But basically what's going on, I'm also gonna do this. What you're gonna wanna do when you're doing it, check me. Okay. What you're gonna wanna do right here is you're gonna want to cycle through your gears. So that's just gonna get your whole transmission just oiled back to where it needs to be. You just cycle through it. Just do that a couple times. And that's basically it. I mean, you're gonna be checking and making sure everything's like how you want it, that everything's not over too greased. And what I also like to do, just because when you've been backpedaling and oiling, it's this chain ring down here, it's just gotten so oiled up now. You just gotta get all of that off, because you don't really need too much, and you don't want too much oil on the chain ring than you need, just because if you can see, that's where the dirt's hitting. It's hitting right here, right there, because I mean, when you're going through mud and stuff and grime and all of that horrible stuff, it's just gonna gunk things up and make things, I mean, if your drivetrain is making like a noise, not a click 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 sound, the click 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 sound that you get, like, that's fine. But if you can hear like crunching on your chain, that's bad news. That means you need to clean it. Or somebody needs to clean it now. I mean, that's just how it's gonna run, because when you do that, it's just gonna destroy your chain, and then you're gonna be spending a whole lot more money than with just lubing the chain ever so here and there and cleaning it. I mean, I've saved so much more money that way doing that than I have replacing this chain. Replacing this chain was horrible. I mean, these aren't cheap. They're very expensive. Any chain is not cheap. If you find a cheap chain, good luck. Good luck trying to make it last, because I wouldn't try it. So we've got some things coming up fairly soon. So we've got some videos coming up. We have this new channel that this video is on, and the new channel is now up and should be slightly running by the time this video is out. So the new channel is called Southern Tracker MTB Maintenance. That's our new channel. This channel is going to be kind of like a more personal life vlog, and more of like the stuff we just did in this video, and also like just more nitty-gritty, less filtered than our other stuff. So of course I get to be more goofy and all that stuff, and we've got so many other things that are gonna come up. The New Year's stuff is coming up. We've got tons of videos for New Year's with family and things on the new channel. We've got we're hoping to get some more trail videos out, because, well, we got the time now sort of to do it. And the only thing is, it rained last night really heavily, and so everything is drenched, and the trails are just like slush. They're very, very muddy, very sandy, very wet. Not ideal for riding today. So what we're going to be doing is going out probably maybe tomorrow, possibly, if the weather gets better. Also, it's December 17th, the day we're making this video right now. Of course, you'll be seeing this tomorrow. And yeah. So I hope you will check out our new channel. Please hit the subscribe button for both of them, because that would be great. And I hope you didn't find this video boring. And I think I will see you on the other side of the trails and tracks. Bye. And where did you go? I know where you go. Bye. Yeah, the game lost its. Okay. We're good now.
See?